People cheering, you can actually
That's
see
why you want to go. A lot of people go out of town for their first fight.
Yeah.
So you don't have any of that pressure on you.
She had about 5 fights canceled. So
yeah, actually that one got moved two times before, and I was supposed to fight twice before that. So I mean, one of them I found out 2 days beforehand. So every time it was coming, I get mentally set and then have to reset. And it's just draining on you to think you're going to fight.
I don't think she actually thought she was going to fight that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And physically to have to restart because you go so hard training for a fight, and then just.
I don't know if you heard us talking. We have a fighter, Elvin Spahich, and his first fight. I mean, again, Elvin, when he went to his first fight, really already a very good fighter, and didn't know what to eat that day. Didn't know what to eat his second fight either, did he, Jay? He won the second one, but his first fight, I mean, he got taken in something that he knows how to get out of, and it's just your first fight. I've had so many people tell me they don't even remember being at their first fight.
Right.
Where was I? And their second fight they sort of remember, and then in this third one that Elvin just had his third fight, he's like, I was comfortable, I was there, I had fun, I remember everything. So
I think that's why it's at least good that some of it was like second nature, because I don't remember throwing anything, but I watched the tape, I'm like, hey, that was pretty good, where did I learn that? But, like it just came natural, so if I can just keep it together mentally, I'm sure I'll do great.
You got to get your props just for stepping in the ring, too.
Yeah.
You're going out there and you're throwing hard with another human being, and it takes a lot of guts to get out there just to do it. I have a lot of respect for anybody who gets in the ring.
Right, so that's why just knowing the technique is not all of it. I mean, it has to become the normal for you. It's how you train, is how you fight. You guys come out of a great camp. Fuad Kravanovich is such a good trainer for Thai. He's a pro fighter. He's the top trainer out there of Boggies for the Muay Thai.
Is he still competing?
Yes, he actually has a fight coming up, I think, April 17th.
That's what I heard. He's got.
Is he doing MMA now?
No, he's pro Thai fighting, and which you can do knees to the and elbows and everything else.
And they allow that in Missouri?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Fuad's a very tough trainer, very good guy. In fact, right now, Quentin O'Brien's got the Kick International Missouri State heavyweight title.
And Micah Bagby.
And then Micah Bagby has the middleweight title for our promotion. And you're a middleweight too, aren't you?
Yeah. Actually, Micah, I'm welterweight, I think. Whatever 165 is.
Super middle. You're a little bit bigger. Yeah, and I heard he was talking about even dropping down a little bit.
47. Micah's actually a natural 47, I think, but he never actually cut down to that. So
come down and fight Bobby at that welterweight division. That would be, there's still a lot of guys out there. But, yeah, you guys are such a good camp, and Fuad's such a good instructor and a good guy. I mean, he just really is. And I've always been impressed with the Thai skills that come out of that camp.
Yeah. It's fun.
So, Shauna, when you're not fighting or training to fight, you are a personal trainer?
Yes.
That's your full-time job?
Yes.
Very good. How about you, Elmir?
I'm unemployed. So if anybody has
You are a fighter.
A true fighter.
No, I just got laid off. I was doing computer software and got laid off with the economy and stuff.
Yeah, it sure does.
Just turned pro.
Oh, I'm planning on July, hopefully.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hopefully July.
Now, there aren't that many Thai fights going on out there, are there?
No, but also as it is with me, I mostly fought out of state anyway. I think I had 2 or 3 fights here, and the rest were out of state.
Right.
I actually had 2 here. One against one in your car when I got disqualified.
Right. That was way back in April. Our events aren't even the same. We're at a different location. And you've been to some of the newer ones.
Oh yeah, I have.
Since
pretty much all of them.
Well, what happened was I know the guy that you ended up fighting. We kind of lost one opponent, and this other guy stepped up and.
He was an MMA guy.
He was more of an MMA and kept dropping his head, and you just kept trying to throw knees to the body. It wasn't intentional, but a knee to the head is a disqualification. And I remember that night very well. That young fighter that you are, he was really hot. It's like the guy kept dropping his head, and I shouldn't get disqualified. And he was mad for a second. I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, that kid took the fight so that you could still have a fight. He's an MMA guy. He didn't do it on purpose." And as soon as he heard that, he walked right over and shook the guy's hand. And I got a lot of respect for you that night out of that. Because everybody can get hot in the heat of the moment. And all I had to do was walk up to him and tell him what happened. And he switched right away. And that was perfect. So I have a lot of respect for you on that. I'd love to get you on another card if possible before you turn pro.
Try to get me as many.
Get Shauna on the card, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Match.
Apparently it's hard to get
If
fights
I
as
could fight
girls.
every week,
It is.
I probably would.
I know. Well, the next 2 cards for me are April 10th and then May 15th. If you guys want to talk to Fuad and find out. And then actually, I believe June 26th. So we've got a new website that you can check out our dates. It's STL Warrior, no S at the end, STLwarrior.com, and that will be our website for the local fights that we do 8 times a year. So we're starting to add the pictures and things onto that, but we'll have our dates on there. If you guys want to get with me, we'll do our best to find you some fights. And you might have some other camps that I'm not aware of that are out of state that I'd be happy to bring in some people to fight you guys.
I'd like to see a rematch with you and Jamie.
I
think
would
that
too.
I think
I
you do
really
really
would
well.
too.
What camp was she out of, remember?
I've got
Kelly?
her
Kelly's gym or something?
trainer's information.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
in
you're right.
Kansas City. I think it was Kelly's gym.
I
She
have
came
all her
over
information.
afterwards and talked to me, so.
Yeah.
What weight division was it you guys?
We agreed on 125, so.
I can find, I've
Only
already.
because I told her to.
Yeah.
I went over and said, I mean, I talked to her, she said, I didn't think she'd want to talk to me, and I'm like,
Oh,
she's
no.
over there, of
No
course
hard
she
feelings.
did.
Like
No.
we talked about,
Everybody
it
wants
was
to
more
talk.
of a personal thing.
You
than
build
anything,
friendships,
so,
and you get to know people, and there's a lot of relationships there, and she was immediately like, you think she'll talk to me? I go, yeah.
Well,
But
as
she
a,
went
I
right
guess
over-
as a fighter, you have to realize that what you do in the ring has nothing to do
Nothing
with
to do
outside
with-
of the ring.
thank you.
It's
Well
just-
said, Shauna. Well
You
said.
Yeah,
do your
everybody's
business there.
different.
When she walked, I was stuck my head and just to see, and you guys were
Yeah.
talking away like
Yes.
you're old friends.
Yeah. It was
And I said, and she looked at me like, oh, you're right, because it was new for her too.
I'm a nice
Yeah.
girl if I'm not hitting you. It's all right.
I mean,
Some
that's
can
over
handle
with.
it, some
Yeah.
can't.
That was in the ring,
Yeah,
when I
like
was
Amy
stuck.
said, I can clean up nice. As soon as you get me out of the ring, I'm cool. So.
Yeah, but you guys, it was nice.
Yeah,
She went over
she was
there.
really nice though. She looked really scared beforehand, but I was like, hell, I'm that scared too, so it's all right.
And that's what she wanted to talk about,
Yeah.
what it was like. It was
I
a
just
new
felt bad
experience for
'cause
both of you.
We were one of the last fighters, and she
Right.
still had to drive 4 hours home. So
Right.
I was like,
You guys know the number out there?
No, I
Where
don't.
you're training, the phone number, in case anybody wants to?
I-
Okay, they can look it up and.
Well, we're gonna have you guys
Look it up
back
and,
on the show after your fight at the Arnold's.
heck yeah.
If you don't mind, we'd love to have you both back out. We'll talk
That'd be
about
awesome.
that. Now, you're part of it. This is part of an overall tournament that you're involved with?
Yeah, the Arnold Classic is just a big expo. I mean, they have arm wrestling, dance, cheerleading, grappling, and they're known for bodybuilding, and they have almost every single martial art. So they have karate,
Stick fighting,
Judo,
kettlebells,
yeah.
everything.
they
Wing
have
Chun
Kempo,
tournament,
yeah,
everybody, Tai Chi tournament, everything,
Yeah.
everything you can imagine is there.
yeah.
Do
So
you know
they have
anything
just
about your opponent up there?
no, I don't yet. But they just have tons of rings, and then the big mats for jujitsu, and so it just everything is going on at once.
They're all in
So you
different
might
areas.
fight more than once while you're there.
It's
Yes,
probably gonna be.
yes, it's a tournament,
Hopefully.
so
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hopefully we'll
harder,
keep it rolling.
it's harder for the girls to get in there too, because there'll be less to fill out the brackets even
Yeah.
at your weight
That's what we
division.
actually tried to call to see if there was enough girls for even it to be worth it to drive up to
Right.
Ohio. So
Would you ever consider doing the MMA, or are you strictly interested in?
I would consider it. I just wanted to get a good Muay Thai base under me for a while.
It's pretty
Yeah.
smart, the fight
Very
starts
smart.
standing up, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
It's always good to have a really good strength, I guess, when going into MMA to know what you're good at. So
No, I could see you doing
It
really
takes
well.
longer to
crossing
learn the
over
ground,
with
so
your
don't wait too long.
I've actually done it a little bit.
I know,
I'm just not.
It takes a
whatever.
long time
Yeah.
for the ground for
They,
most
um,
people.
You got
We
Boggy.
actually, well, yeah,
Yeah.
Boggies is really good, and then Mike Rogers out of
Does he
his.
do ground?
Mike Rogers, he actually
Ouch,
tried to
Jay.
do a girls class.
He did it in
so-
my school, he said,
I'm
one of
just
my
giving you
instructors.
trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, so I actually have my gi with my pink wings on it, but the girls' class didn't work out past a couple months, so they ended up dropping it. So
Boggy's excellent, one of the best ground fighters in the country.
Yeah, definitely.
So is Mike Rogers training out?
Well,
Mike Rogers, he's got his black
Yeah,
belt.
Mike
he
just
just got
got
his
his black
black
belt
belt.
recently from Boggy after about 12 years, I think it
I think
takes.
that's
I mean, they don't give them away.
That's his
They're
first
always
black belt
first
he
black
gave
belt.
her.
I think we're gonna have Mike Rogers out on the show next week. We're trying to have him and I believe Matt Ricehouse, who's got a fight coming up
Good guy.
on March 14th against the number 1 contender for 155, Josh Weston.
Yeah, I just spoke with Mike, and we're supposed to talk again tomorrow. He's going to be putting some fighters for the first time out on our card too back in May. So we're
Fantastic.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's got a great crew, great trainer over there. He's got a lot of really
Yeah, he's
tough
a good fighter.
fighters.
He's a beast too. You guys
Tough
just.
I'm pretty sure I could take him there. Sorry, Mike.
Give you a stick?
That
That
wasn't Andy.
just pissed him off, I bet.
Hey, well, thank you all for coming on the
Thank
show.
you
We
very
want you to
much.
stick around. We're going to spend the last 10 minutes talking about this Saturday night's UFC. It is UFC 96. No title fights at UFC 96, but we got 2 main events. The first main event is Quentin Jackson versus Keith Jardine. And let's see, now,
You just go around the room and.
this should be a stand-up fight.